You have to spend a certain amount of time by yourself to find out, one, who you are. You'd never know who you were if you didn't spend time like asking questions, answering questions, thinking about things. You can't think about it if you're always talking. My mother was very busy and, you know, had a lot going on, but she was not what I would call centered in the way that, you know, she could manage to do many things and still be in her place. I think from that, while I think innately I've always been very organized and certainly always had some sense of myself, which would only grow as I would mature, I happen to like things of a certain period in time, only because I think the designs are beautiful. And so the design could be in clothing, it could be in something as simple as a hat, it could be a car, could be the way, the design of a home, you know, a living room or a room. So I think I've always been keenly interested without thinking of it consciously. The jacket that I have on is a Mandarin jacket. It was dated at the time from the 1920s, although someone seems to think it's a little older than that. It's woven with metallic threads. They are just wonderful. At once they feel like a skirt, but they aren't. They're so generous and loving and wonderful. It's one of those marvelous things. Always gloves, always gloves, always gloves. One of my favorite 1950s dresses. I love the floral print in it. I love the fact that when I wear these dresses, which of course very typical of 50s, you know, small waistline, flared skirts. I love it because when I dance and the flowers whirl around, it makes you think you're in, I don't know, the south of France, where there's just filled with flowers the entire time and they're just whirling around. This is the first time this has ever happened. You're walking down the aisle. How many times have you walked down the aisle of a plane and someone smiled at you? People were looking up and they were smiling. And, you know, I smiled back, but I had no idea why anybody was smiling. And all the way to my seat, people were smiling. And when I got to my seat, because I was in such a rush, I realized when I sat down, when the stewardess ran over to me and said, "What is that on your head?" And it was this hat. And people were smiling because I just thought it was so funny and that it was odd and it was interesting and yet it was beautiful at the same time. Well, that's how I responded when I saw it. And if something like that makes people who would ordinarily not bother to even look up and smile, oh my God, what have you done to the world? I think that the minute people are free enough to figure out whatever their own style is, meaning whatever makes them feel good, they find their own voice. You can't help but find your own voice.